Why not?
I don't know.
Well,
Oh.
that's why I asked.
I got you.
Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to the House of Reactions. I'm Khalil,
I'm Savannah.
and we're going to give you guys not a long review, but kind of like a short review. I don't plan on this being in order. This review is probably going to be all over the place, but we're going to be getting the Fate of the Furious review to you guys.
Yes.
I'm trying to pull up on my computer now.
Oof. We're trying to get YouTube going.
Yeah.
Today has been a good day, y'all. Real good day.
Okay.
Little commercial while you wait. Sonic has half price. I don't know if they're half price where you live, but here, after, what is it, like 8? They're half price. And I love cheap.
I'm waiting on the rest of the page to load.
Hey, everybody.
Alright, so here we go.
Wait, one question.
Yes.
Before you start, I don't want to spoil anything. Are we, what about the spoiler thing?
I don't know about spoilers. It might be a little later on.
Are we going to keep it closer to the end? We'll tell you, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll let you know so you can get off if you don't want to see it.
If it's mixed up and we will spoil something, I'll keep it towards the end. Let's keep it towards the end.
Yeah, because you don't want to mess it up for nobody.
Yeah, because... Alright, but anyway, here we go. Fate of the Furious. We went to see that about 7 o'clock. Going into the movie, I didn't really know how to feel because, I mean, the 7th one ended in a perfect way.
Yeah. I cried.
I couldn't think of it ending in a better way, and I'm like, how do you continue that? Where do you go from here?
Yeah, how do you compete, too?
And especially with this being another trilogy, I'm like, how do you start a trilogy of movies? Like, what else do you have that you can do? A lot of this was explained in this movie. This movie was pretty epic.
It was.
If you were looking for a lot of action, explosions, and funny moments, very comedic moments, like this was definitely that movie. It is over the top. I will admit that. I know a lot of people don't like that, but to me, for what it was, and
I enjoyed it.
Like the main storyline going through the movie, like I thought it was good.
I did too.
Like it wasn't a perfect movie, but I mean, I still thought like it was good.
It blew my expectations out the water because, like you asked me beforehand when we was in there, like what would I rate or how do I think it'll be at the end? How I rate it, and it wasn't that it was low, but it wasn't that high because I don't know. I was just scared, like you said, like how do you compete and then how do you start that trilogy or whatnot. But to me, it was good. Well, go ahead.
What? I wasn't saying nothing. I was listening.
No, I was about to spoil it. That's why I was like, just go ahead. Yeah, I was about to say something.
You gotta watch out for this.
Yes, I gotta let him lead, and I just add on to his stuff.
But towards the beginning of the movie, this is no spoilers. You're pretty much finding out what everybody's been up to, since the last movie. Most importantly, you're finding out what Toretto and Letty have been up to. You see, they're on their honeymoon from getting married now that she finally remembers.
It was so nice.
They're down there. They're with Dom's family. There's a race that goes down in the very beginning.
I like that race.
Yeah, it was good.
It was pretty cool.
There was a moment in there, and I'm like,
that kind of goes to that part that's unbelievable.
Yeah, like where it's like this is not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But this is cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those moments where it's like this should not be happening, but that is dope.
I still enjoyed it though. I mean, a lot, like you said, a lot of the moments, even though you knew it's probably impossible, it still was. It was really cool.
And once you meet the character of Cypher, who the villain is played by Charlize.
She's bad.
You don't realize what she has over him. Like,
it
keeps you...
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna add to it, but I ain't gonna spoil it.
It keeps you wondering because all you see is her hold the picture
on her phone, yeah,
to Dom, and he just stares at it, and like he just has that face like this is bad, and you're just wondering like what is it? I like how they didn't dive immediately.
That's what I was about to say.
Into what it was.
Because I figured when they showed it on the phone, the camera was gonna come around or something. We was gonna see what was on the phone. So it didn't show it right at the beginning. So like you said, you're just kind of waiting, like, what could it be? What could it be?
And if most of you are like me, who's followed this series, and you think whatever you think is probably being held over his head is not that.
That's what I like too. I mean, it just threw me out when I seen it. I'm trying not to spoil it, but when I seen it, I mean, I was emotional. I did cry at that point. I mean, I would tell y'all that I cried twice in this movie, and that was the first time I cried when I figured out what was being held over his head. Like, that was crazy. I didn't expect it. Everything I came up with in my head was not even close to what it was.
Yeah, because at the reveal moment, it's just like, okay, this is a decent reason to.
I thought it was emotional.
This is a decent reason to, like, turn on the team, but I wouldn't push it that far. But then there's like another element on top of that gets added onto it.
Okay, I got what you're saying. I was like, what?
Okay,
I got what you're saying.
Now I see why. Because this is like a...
It's crazy. I want to know if there's anybody that guessed. Like,
if there is, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, I didn't guess it. I tried to guess.
It's very well hidden. You find out maybe like, what?
Go ahead.
I don't know how far into the movie you find out, but it's gonna be a bit. You're gonna get past the intro and everything.
Yeah. Like, I'm happy if they would have spoiled that in the movie. I mean, in the previews, that would have kind of ruined it. Cause that's one part of the movie I love so much is that nobody guessed that would be the reason why. And then but if we would have seen it in the previews, I kind of would have. That would have ruined it a little for me.
And in the previews when I'm watching the trailer, how I'm just like, they already gave it away. Now I already know what the reveal's gonna be.
You didn't know.
And then I get into the theater and I'm like, oh, okay, wow, okay, all right,
yeah,
cool. But then, as you can tell in the trailer, he turns on the team, and in the theater you saw it coming. And it still hurt. It hurt so bad.
They had some emotional parts in there, go ahead.
Nah, you can go ahead.
No, it's like you said earlier. You've been watching this so long, and you kind of to see to see him turn and see how on some of their faces, like Letty's face when she would see him, just see that pain in her eyes. Like I believed it. I know she was acting, but
real,
they played them parts because you really felt like she was really seeing the man she loved turn on everybody, and she didn't know why. Like that was good.
Because you see, like, it showed it in the trailer. Once he flipped the car that Luke Hobbs is in, like just the reaction of him himself is just like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's in the theater. That feeling is just gonna. If you're a big fan of this movie, it's just gonna overcome you.
Yeah.
It's wild.
He said he thinks he knows. I wonder, whenever we do reveal it, if you're still on here, I want to see if you guessed it right. I want to know.
Yeah, I might.
What?
At the end, I'm going to tell everybody to turn their volume down if they don't want to know.
Or you just,
or at least look away from the screen. Just cut the stream off.
Turn the sound.
Just cut the stream off. I'll give you time. But,
countdown.
Yeah, going on, we get to the prison riot. Good Lord.
I liked that. One thing I liked about it is this gonna spoil it telling how he escaped, like.
I mean, they pretty much gave that away.
Well, okay.
But I mean,
I'm gonna say this: it ain't nothing giving away. I don't think. I mean, it's not important. But one thing I liked about that scene is y'all seen how the doors opened, how they were let out. But the thing was, it wasn't everybody was let out. It was just what's his name? What's the rock's name on there? Hobbs. Yeah. So really, it was just Hobbs that was let out, and then the police or whoever came and was like trying to get him, and then Jason Statham. Is that spoiling it?
That was kind of. I think so. I mean, maybe not to some
It
people.
wasn't a big deal.
But I mean, it wasn't. But I don't know.
I like that part. I guess
you saw it in the trailer.
Too
The
late.
brawl was crazy.
I told y'all.
You know, there was some moments in the brawl. I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the first time I looked at her in the theater, and I was just like,
Yeah, you
this
did.
is too much.
You did. You did.
They're
say
going
that.
a little overboard here,
Yeah.
but I understand. You got the two toughest guys that are going at it.
Oh no, I like before that. Well, that might be spoiling. I'm just gonna say, I like before that though, where he was like, I can't wait till we get out of here so I can fight you one day, and then the doors open. So it was like, oh okay, well here it is.
And it took everybody by surprise.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
Huh. Prison riot scene was good.
What?
I will say this. This is non-spoiler as well. There are returning characters from past movies you will not expect to show up. There are returning characters because I was shocked to see a few of these characters. I'm like, wait, what? How's he here? How are they here?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is crazy.
It was really good. I enjoyed it so much.
You can tell how it's kind of like they tied this movie alone started a trilogy and tied in the past
other ones,
two or three movies.
You can talk about how they made like little hints, kind of about
There were Brian O'Connor references, which I think were done good.
I think so.
I don't want to give it away, but before the first race, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about things they can do to fix the car up, and Dom's like, he's like, the old Buster taught me this one, so he's like, I got this trick up my sleeve thanks to him.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
There were moments in the movie where it would be like, we need to call Brian, and it's like, no, keep him out of this. We do not need to bring him into this.
Him and me or whatever, in it.
They're raising their child and everything, But there were good references in the movie. Now let's get on to.
I kind of feel bad that we're about to spoil it for people.
What do you mean?
Like, if we say spoil and then we tell them, that was the best part of the movie. Like, the surprise on why he was doing all that.
I ain't even talking about that right now. What are you doing?
I don't know. That's why you lead and I just follow.
I can't lead. But anyway, we get to the zombie cars, as I'm going to call it.
That was crazy.
All the cars being controlled in the city. This pretty much I don't know, it's just pretty much like a formula they used to get the mission done for Dom, Dom had his run-in with the team when all the cars got involved. That was intense. It was just shocking as how the lengths they had to go to really catch him were insane.
It's crazy it takes all them people. Well, they didn't catch him, but to take all them people to try to catch him, like, that's crazy. You bad. You can't be caught.
Yeah, that scene was crazy. I like how he says, now I know how it feels to be chasing us all the time.
Yeah.
Now that the roles are reversed. There anything you want to say at this point? Because
it was amazing. But I haven't said that. I think I've said everything I can say without spoiling it, because it's hard for me not to spoil something. But I don't know. I think that's all.
Okay, guys. I will go here. Minor spoiler. So I'll give you 5 to 10 seconds to turn your head, turn the volume down.
I can't do.
You can't count. But, okay. I'm gonna wait a few seconds.
You can click off of that, so I can see what they say.
Okay, so there are minor spoilers. There are 2 deaths in this movie.
2.
2 deaths.
I'm gonna think
in this
of 1.
movie. You're not helping.
Oh.
Okay, but anyway, now that that's over, we can go ahead and get on with the rest of the review. We go to Iceland. where the last part of the movie takes place. Things were pretty intense here because that's when we bring in the submarine. They have nukes, bombs that are like going off and everything, and so they have to stop them. It got crazy. Like, that's when you really realized that this woman is crazy. Like, she's out of her mind. Like, she will do anything to get what she wants.
She was bad. Like, she played that part because, I mean, I didn't know how he was going to get out of the situation. Like, I didn't know how he was going to win. Or, I mean, I didn't know what he was going to do because she had everything. She had a backup plan, or not really a backup plan, but she just had so much over him, or on him, I guess.
And then that's when it came to a point where former characters were returning, and it was good to see these characters, but you're like, how do you even know about this? Like, what role do you play in this movie? Like, you just want to know, because I'm like, this doesn't make sense, but it kind of does. Like, it's very mixed up.
Yeah.
Let me see. There was, of course, the scene you saw in the trailer, the charger going through the air and the nuke going after the submarine.
That was crazy.
That scene, wow. I the end of that just scene right there, it was cool because the way it turned out. I'm not going to say how it turned out, but it was really cool. Then we get to the end of the movie. It was very relaxed at the end of the movie. Trust has been earned and gained throughout the movie by everybody. You know, like, the team is bigger now. There's more family than there was when this movie started. So it's really cool to see how relationships have grown. You saw it throughout the movies, how the respect for each other grew over time. And it was great. You just saw how everything just came together, and I thought it was good.
I enjoyed it, and I didn't expect it to be that good. And like I said before, maybe it was because, you know, right when I see a movie, I'm all hyped about it and stuff, and maybe I gotta watch it again, but I loved it.
Yeah, I don't know if I should still
spoil it.
I don't
feel
think
bad.
I should.
Well, I mean, if you tell them you're gonna spoil it and they want to listen to it, I mean, that's their choice, I guess.
Well, let's do this. I will make a separate video.
Well, why would you make a separate one? I mean, because if they're gonna click on it, they're gonna click on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's them
be
clicking on. It's them finding out for themselves. I got you. I don't want to.
I got you. That's bad. We feel bad about spoiling something, even though,
because I'm like, if you're into the movies, like, that's almost gonna be like, oh,
that
I know the whole thing.
That
now.
made the movie.
It did.
Like, it really did. Like, if somebody would have told me going into it, I'd have been mad at them. But
like, the excitement would be there, but it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be nowhere near as high. Your excitement would, not knowing.
I don't know.
But anyway, guys, we're not professional reviewers. I expected this to be
drinking a milkshake
all over the place. This is a movie I went to see as a fan. I enjoyed it. I'm not a critic. This movie, for what it was it over the top? Yes. Was it ridiculous? Yes.
I loved every
was it
minute
funny?
of it.
Yes. Action packed? Yes. But was it perfect? No, it wasn't. But this is definitely a good watch. I'd go see it again. Definitely.
I'd like to see it again.
Maybe a third time. I'm waiting for this movie to come out on DVD. I don't know if I'll buy the DVD until all 10 come out, because they are going to Fast 10.
Yeah.
If that's what it's called.
Yeah, because I thought about that the other day.
They're going to be the Fate of the Fast and Furious 10.
That's crazy. You know what? That's really crazy to make that many movies and they all, in my opinion, be good. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty crazy you can do something like that.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, that's it for this review. This wasn't supposed to be anything special, so if you didn't like the review, go ahead and hit the dislike button. It won't hurt my feelings. Or leave a comment, because that's what you guys do. But if you did like it, you guys can hit the like button. Share your opinion. In the comment section.
If you've seen it or if you go see it, tell us what you thought about it. Because I want to hear other people's opinions.
Don't spoil it in the comments for other people. Yeah. Don't do that.
But just say if you liked it or not, or
Yeah, but anyway, that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. This wasn't meant to be too much. I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts about the movie. That's it, and I'll see you guys